Yo, what's up? Hopefully everything is working here. I did a thing prior to starting the show tonight, and it's got me running a little late, but I hope you appreciate it. It's just trying to elevate production quality slowly but surely as we move along here in season 32. Good God. Yeah, I'm not ready for that, so we'll go back to here. Need to figure out where my matcherino admin. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got tired of editing all the matches in OBS, so I did it in Sheets instead. But anyway, let me first of all, let me ping the server. And let me also get the people the producer room. Copy link address. There it goes. Also, I do apologize if I don't have the energy that you're used to. I will go no further than saying it has been a rough weekend. So, trying to use this as a distraction today. We'll see if it works. There's your links. We're in Discord. Let me go ahead and very quickly get these players in, and then we'll get underway and play some Tetris. There we go. All right, so it looks like we're just waiting on Scuti to join the channel. Let me also, I need to find the multi-stream because I'm on a new browser again. Don't show this message again. There we go. All right, that's pretty good. Alright, Scuti is in the channel. I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's go ahead and run through what we've got going on today. Hi, it's me. We have 4 Division 1 matches for you today. They're going to be pretty good. In particular, I'm looking forward to the second match because I got to call that match on Sunday. Was it Sunday or was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday, and it was pretty good. We'll get into that, though. We have 4 matches, all of them from Division 1. Let me go ahead and bring those up. If it lets me. There you go. And there you go. That's the new thing I was talking about. We got little colored backgrounds there for the players. But yeah, up first, Division 1A will find Blue Scuti taking on CryticaLapis, followed by ID Kirby taking on Phloxae. I won't spoil it, but Thursday was pretty close. We got Coal Bucket and Peak Eric. And we'll close off with Alex T and Cobra. So 2 Division 1A matchups, 2 Division 1B matchups. A lot of Tetris, including these 2. There they are. Blue Scuti with that hype Pac-Man keyboard pad. I'm assuming that's a desk pad, not a mouse. Not just a mouse pad. It might be just a mouse pad, but it looks pretty big. But yeah, these 2 players are going to be going head-to-head. Let's find out from the players if we're going to get any level 18, or, well, any level 19 tonight. And how are these 2 players going to roll their pieces? Let's find that out. Of course, normally I'm pushing the players to move along, but I am not in a hurry tonight, so if you 2 want to warm up until 8 o'clock, you do that. King might have a problem with that, but I won't. Some pretty smooth 29 there from CryticaLapis. Yeah, look at that. That's a bigger score than Scuti with 30 less lines. Yeah, we got 4 matches tonight. And I would say of the 4 matches, this one is probably the biggest in terms of talking about the playoffs. CryticaLapis only has 1 match after tonight, and that will be against SV. And we've only seen SV once so far this season. That was in a thriller against ID Kirby. But Scuti's a known quantity here in the world of CTL. He knows how to run the table if he so desires. But CryticaLapis, if he manages to stop Scuti, could have an opportunity to vie for the #1 seed. We'll have to see. But we'll get into things like scenarios and stuff in a moment here. Man, I feel like any moment Kingsman's gonna come in here and start yelling. Then Squirrely, welcome in. Posting a emoji of the wheeze heard round the world. I swear, I feel like GameScout is obligated to use that at least once in each of his videos until the end of time. Fractal's 8 roommate in chat says, Scuti in Division 2. Yep, that's right. Because this is totally Division 2. There. It's more accurate. $18's a call from CryticaLapis and is looking for incremented seeds. Let's find out if Scuti's good with that. He usually is. And there is your seed, 973 F7D. So 973 F7D. I need to close this app. There we go. Players getting ready here. Both players getting their tunes set up, it looks like. CryticaLapis asking Scuti what he's got playing. Of course, we've got Carl Casey of White Bat Audio going on here. Copyright-free music. You hear it here, you hear it over at Friendly's. Some other streamers have picked it up for their own streams. Pretty good stuff. Nuke Power by Malo. Bo Burnham. Well, there you go. If Omen was here, he would add that to his playlists. Ever ready from CryticaLapis. GLHF, GLGL. Players are getting set. Homer Red Star in chat. Have fun, guys. And both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get counted down for tonight's CTL Sunday Primetime. Division 1A action coming at you between Blue Scuti and CryticaLapis. Will count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left. Rolling out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 40,264,000. And is your 5-time CTL champion, who has finally decided to let other people win CTL for a little bit anyway. Welcome in, Blue Scuti! And on the right, mind the backwards gap. A roller out of the United States with PB of, is that right, 2,868,000. I feel like that's low. I took these from the spreadsheet today rather than from the bot. Yeah, it is wrong. It's 2,967,000. Welcome in, CryticaLapis. I knew I was going to get burned at least once by using the spreadsheet, because they are not as up to date as the bot. Because obviously, players can just go in and type set PB 99 million, and the bot will be like, okay. Scuti with an early lead here, 139 to 101. Certainly nothing that can't be overcome. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta do my premiere poll. God, I forgot about the premiere poll. I always forget about it. Of course, I did have extenuating circumstances this month, but still, I should get I'll get that done right after this show. I have at least one person that I'm going to be moving up a bit, so it'll be pretty good. CryticaLapis trying to dig out of this situation, and pieces are not being terribly nice here, but after getting that bar over in column 1, gets the right side open, bang, Tetris, should be back to normal. 279 for Scuti, 223 for CryticaLapis. Into the halfway point in level 18. Most of you are familiar with how NES Tetris works, but if you're not, we play at this speed for 130 lines. At that point, we will transition to level 19, which will be our first speed increase. And then after that, we will have pieces falling 50% faster for the next 100 lines. Levels will increase, but the speed will not until level 29, when we hit the kill screen, where the pieces will double in speed. That is 6 times as fast as... Well, is it 6 times? No, it's not quite. 3 times as fast as what you're seeing now. We will get to 6, though, because we play at that speed for another 100 lines until level 39. Then we double it again for fun, and watch as players try to get to level 40, but usually they just top out. We have seen level 40s. CryticaLapis has the gap down to 2.5 Tetrises. Scuti will bang one down there. Might be thinking, ooh, didn't adjust for the Vits there. So just takes the safety burn. Gets the square tuck. Bang down a Tetris. 510 for Scuti, 453 for CryticaLapis. At the 100-line turn, or regional equivalent. Double the speed and give it to the next person. I mean, to be fair, that's you. So if you would like the speed doubled, just call for 19 starts. You can get there faster. Scuti's left side, a little bit of a concern. So it's just going to fill it in. Now it's CryticaLapis having a bit of trouble too, as we had a mid-30 piece drought. How long was that? 34? CryticaLapis doing a good job of managing the board after that drought. But Scuti will cross the 600K barrier with 3 Tetrises left. He's not going to get all 3. In fact, it looks like he's only going to get 1. But still, a 635 transition's pretty good. 521 for CryticaLapis, about 5 Tetrises back. And immediately bangs one down, and another one. Bit of an adjustment there from Scuti to make the J a little more comfortable. Bang down another Tetris there. 712 on level 20. There's a Tetris for Lapis, another one there. Scuti getting set up again. Nice overhang into the tuck. Hangs down another Tetris. 769. Hey now. 706 for CryticaLapis, who's 5 lines ahead. That Tetris from Scuti will make it a 90,000 point lead here on level 22. Scuti gonna have to do some burns here. That gets the right side open. That does close the gap a little bit. It's about 2 Tetrises in pace in favor of Scuti right now. 888 for Scuti, 850 for CryticaLapis into level 24. Those are some nice scores here for game number 1. Tetris for Scuti. Lapis with a left well dependency here. We'll get the bar. Scuti will take advantage, open up a bit of a bigger lead here. But it's still... It feels like every time I look, it looks like the numbers are narrowing. 1,019,000 for Scuti, 981 out of Tetris to 1,014,000 for CryticaLapis. And what so far is a pretty tight game 1. Oh, CryticaLapis gets some garbage pieces there. Good burns there. He's going to get this down, but Scuti is just waiting for the bar for the 1.1 here, and we'll get it. Bang Tetris. Excellent burn with that flat L there. And he's got 1,156,000. CryticaLapis at 1,031,000. Falling a little behind here. And we'll get a Tetris. Gonna have to get this done on level 29, which is right around the corner. Scuti is in at 1,228,000, but the board isn't looking all that great. Bang Tetris, it's 1,105,000 for CryticaLapis. Scuti still having to dig for a bit here. CryticaLapis, very nice burns here. Wow. And, oh, misses the 4-tap, but gets the next one. Oh, nice burn there into the Tetris. He's back by 2 Tetrises. Scuti is still burning. Oh my god. Bang Tetris for CryticaLapis after misdropping on the left, but getting a piece under it. And he's got that cleared out already. 1,311,000 for Scuti, who's back into scoring. 1,275,000 for CryticaLapis. This is a tense game number 1. Scuti is, well, was clean. Things change quickly here on the level 29 speeds. But we're halfway through those speeds, and Scuti has a 45,000 point lead. CryticaLapis going to deal with that misdrop, but Scuti is set up, gets the bar, bang Tetris 1.4. CryticaLapis needs a bar now. Well, didn't get a bar, but did manage to kind of stretch out his runway of how much time he has to deal with this. And now he's set up for Dirty Tetris. And he'll get it. Bang Tetris. But Scuti ahead by 110,000 here on level 36. Another Tetris for Scuti. He's at 1.5. And it's starting to get to the point where it may be too late for CryticaLapis unless he's got some level 39 play we don't know about. Look at this play, though, from Lapis, even at the end there. Really nice game, but Scuti's got the rollover. He'll take game number 1. Smoochy Buttercup says this will never not amaze me. I know, right? Well, I would recommend turning it on. Because the rule is if you get to level 39 and you have line cap off, your score at the level 39 transition is it. You don't get anything past that. So we'll go to game number 2. We'll increment the seed to A8. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, he's looking pretty good for the playoffs this season. Currently 3-1, 18 points, leads the division, but does have 2 extra matches played than Scuti, who is currently 2-0. Mari in chat says, so he's coming to CTWC, right? I hope so. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down for game number 2. Scuti up 1-0. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Phloxae's calling top 8 CTWC. Ooh. People want to put all kinds of pressure on this young man. Right now, he just wants to play Scuti. See if he can't tie this thing up, as we are in an early drought. But both players will get the bar for a Tetris. Scuti did have to burn a little more than CryticaLapis. But that will ebb and flow as the match goes on. But yeah, this is a first-time matchup. These two have not played for ELO previously. Of course, that comes as a little surprise. This is CryticaLapis' only his 2nd season in CTL Division 1, and he did not face Scuti last season. He was in the opposite division. I really think one of the biggest things that you have to have as a Division 1 player to thrive in the division is, to borrow a phrase from our friend Adam Irish, a positive mental attitude. And I feel like nobody that has come up in Division 1 in the last couple of years has really exemplified that as much as CryticaLapis. I'm always impressed by just, you know, for as new of a player as just how mature he's been, you know, pretty much anywhere he plays. Scuti is back by half a single, but also back by 4 lines, so that Tetris is the true lead. Scuti's going to take a bit of a bigger lead here as... Well, hold on. CryticaLapis going for a column 7. Gets the T-spin. Gets that J over right after as well. I cannot underscore how difficult that is. And just like that, he is out of trouble. We're tied, 320, 720. But Scuti with 4 extra lines available to him. Bit of a drought coming in, 23 pieces and counting. Bar does show up, though. Scuti appears to be a bit behind in the sequence. Oh. I thought I saw Scuti's drought counter show something different, but no, he's on the same pieces. 442 for CryticaLapis, 440 for Blue Scuti. We're just past the 100 line turn, and this has been tight the entire way. Scuti ran into a little bit of trouble as another drought forms. But he does get the bar over while the well is open. And we're tied again, this time at the same line count. Scuti presses down for 1 point. He's like, if this thing's going to end tied, I am not going to be the one that didn't push down. Oh, no. CryticaLapis high up on the board here. But is getting out of it. Looked a little rough, but some really nice pieces and great placements. Help bring the board down. There's a Tetris, 524 into level 19 for CryticaLapis. He'll bang down another one. Scuti waiting on a bar here. The bar takes its time. He gets a triple, and we'll go in at 526. So very neck and neck this game. Scuti tucking that T, but immediately misdropping that Z. And kind of what I was talking about a little earlier, when you do something like a T-spin or a series of tucks, it is very easy to not be ready to do something with the next piece. But Scuti gets it cleaned up, is back by less than 1,000. Oh, but Tetris for CryticaLapis will give him the lead again. CryticaLapis is ahead by 11 lines, 10 lines now. He'll get another Tetris there. Scuti ready, looking for a bar. Will get the bar. Ooh, misdrop there for CryticaLapis, who laughs it away, largely because he's probably on voice chat with someone. He's trying to get it to go cleanly, but it will not go quietly. Oh, okay, that's good. Bar dependency. Nice flat burn. Gets the well open. It's now a dirty Tetris well. Where's the bar? There's no bar. Has to cover the well. Oh no. 15-piece drought. He opens the well again. Where is this bar? He just has to chop it down. That is frustrating. He's going to lose quite a bit of pace to Scuti here. He's back by 94,000 points. Bang down another Tetris, though. He's back to scoring. Scuti having to do a little bit of burning himself, but not the level that CryticaLapis had. Another Tetris for CryticaLapis. Scuti getting close to the max out. Oh, this board just got nasty for CryticaLapis very suddenly. Scuti waiting on the bar. We'll get the bar. We'll max into 27. And level 29 for CryticaLapis, 922 is the transition score. Scuti is still on 27. Other Tetris for CryticaLapis here in post. And Scuti with a 1.1 still has one more line to go. Probably will take it with a burn if a bar doesn't come quickly, and there it is, 1,119,000. CryticaLapis is maxed out at 1,008,000. Now that's going to do it for CryticaLapis. So Scuti is up 2-0. Just couldn't get a bar over. Got it hung in column 9. And Scuti thinking to himself, free median score. That's what FMS stands for, right? Nope, he's just going to top it. Still, though, he's got the 2-0 lead and could close it out in a sweep here. He has yet to drop a game this season. We have a ready from Scuti. And there's the ready from CryticaLapis. Let's go ahead, count it down for game number 3. Scuti ready for a sweep. But CryticaLapis going to want to bring it back. We'll find out what happens in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Grandpa's in the house. Welcome in. Good adjustment there for CryticaLapis. Didn't really have a good place for that C. And just realized all I need to do is burn it away. As mentioned, Scuti currently 2-0. He took out Akatu and Phloxae in straight sets. And after CryticaLapis, we'll have to fight Alice, ID Kirby, and SV. Close out his season. CryticaLapis not in a bad spot. It's currently 3-1 on 18 points. But only has one match after this, and that would be against SV. It could be interesting to see if CryticaLapis can make the playoffs. Or top 3 from each division make it in. And then there is a wild card spot based on the number of points you have. Bit of a drought here early on in level 18. But CryticaLapis will get that long bar and then some. And Scuti will join him. Scuti has a 1,000 point lead. Both players will score a Tetris there. CryticaLapis still ahead. takes a couple burns there to get Tetris ready. But in order to get Tetris, you need a bar, and we haven't had one for 20 pieces. And now we haven't had one for 30 pieces, and players are going to start scrambling here towards the top of their board, trying to keep themselves Tetris ready. 40 pieces, and finally the bar shows Tetris for CryticaLapis. Scuti with a decent-looking board here should be able to get the Tetris, and does. Very dangerous square placement, though. In the middle of a long drought like that, ooh. Does get the Tetris. The Tetris for CryticaLapis. He's waiting on a T and was going to just give up on it, but then saw the T in the window and made a last-second adjustment. Gets that T-spin. It's going to keep his lead going, 468 to 429. $491 at the 100-line turn. And Scuti will be at 475, so it's about a 15,000-point pace lead, 16,000 points for CryticaLapis. Very strong game 3 for both players so far. Scuti gonna have to do a couple burns here. CryticaLapis staying clean. Gonna be able to take advantage of that and extend his lead out to almost 2 Tetrises. There's a 600,000 for CryticaLapis. He still has 3 Tetrises to go. Looking to have the high transition of the set so far. There's a 650 and still has one more potentially. There it is, 674 into level 19 for CryticaLapis. Scuti, who is no slouch, will also have a 600, but not quite as high. It'll be 639. So 34,000 point lead for CryticaLapis. Another Tetris. We're now on level 20. A bit of a double flip there for CryticaLapis. Trying to find a way to burn that down. Scuti setting up a Vitz, but just burns it away as no bar is coming. Adjusts away from a bar dependency. Still waiting on a bar, too. This is another long drought. 30 pieces. CryticaLapis making a box with those L's there. Have to burn that away. We'll bang down the Tetris, though. 869. Scuti with the Tetris goes to 828. Both players clean. Scuti has brought this to within a Tetris. But neither player able to score here. Scuti does have the right side open now, and will hit the bar for the Tetris. CryticaLapis just having trouble getting the board down. It's at a 26 drought, but when you're not going for Tetrises, you don't really feel it. Scuti is going to feel it, though, and he's not going to be able to do anything with that bar. So Scuti in dig mode here on level 24. Lapis on level 25 will get a bar as the seat has been droughty post. Scuti with that left well. It's only good for a triple if he gets a bar down there, but won't here as finally we'll get the bar over. 993 for CryticaLapis, 916 for Scuti. As CryticaLapis has regained about a 2 Tetris lead. It's about 1 and change when you take pace into account. Max out for CryticaLapis. Scuti should be right around the corner, just needs a bar. Tetris for CryticaLapis, another drought as well there. 1.1 for CryticaLapis, still has 2 Tetrises to go. Scuti just maxing out here at the close of 27. And another one. Level 29 coming up. CryticaLapis has to burn into it, but gets a Tetris immediately. 1,176,000 after the Tetris. Scuti's in at 1,133,000. Simul Tetris. 50,000 point lead for CryticaLapis. We're on level 30. Another pair of Tetrises there. Nice burn and into Tetris. Scuti getting a Tetris as well, so still about 60,000 points. Separating the players, Tetris for Scuti. CryticaLapis needs one now, or else this is going to be trouble. He will get the bar over for the Tetris, and will start cleaning this up. 1,357,000 for CryticaLapis. He hangs a bar left. He can get something over that, and does. Scuti is within a Tetris. Another misdrop for CryticaLapis. Needs to get something left here, and we'll make it that T. And now has to get something else left. Gets that J over. Scuti has taken the lead. He's got the 1.4. We're halfway through the level 29 speeds. CryticaLapis just trying to find the right pieces to get this down. Now needs a bar right. We'll get it over. Scuti still in dig mode. Only is ahead by 15,000 points. But he will get a Tetris to extend the lead. And another misdrop there for CryticaLapis, and things are starting to fall apart here on level 36. Still getting pieces around, though, and gonna be able to clean this up. Might give himself a shot at one final push, but Scuti almost with the rollover, just needs a bar. And he will get the rollover here in game 3. Another Tetris for CryticaLapis. But I don't know if there's anything he can do at this point. He's gonna have to set up for 2 and maybe more. And I don't think the pieces will allow that. He's gonna go to level 39 at 1,570,000. Gets another couple lines. But Scuti, too good. 1.8. What a game. 1.58 is not enough for CryticaLapis. Great game. But this game is just phenomenal for Scuti. And he's going to take the 3-0 win. And yeah, CryticaLapis had a bunch of misdrops on 29 too. And still got a 1.58. Like, he played as no slouch. But your winner is currently sideways. Because why not? Blue Scuti gonna take it in a sweep. And look, he's not sideways anymore. Up next, we're gonna have ID Kirby taking on Phloxae. Stay tuned. And I didn't make that. Let's add match ID Kirby, Phloxae. Add match. Do I remember the matches off the top of my head? I think I do. Oh, Kirby game. This was a while ago. All right. Alrighty. Our second Division 1A match upon us. ID Kirby on the left, Phloxae on the right. And I was a bad boy in that first match because I didn't tell you about the matcherino. We still have a bunch of coupon codes left. Let me see what it's at. I'm going to type in the matcherino link. And if you haven't claimed a coupon code, you're going to click on that link. You'll go in and sign in using one of the many accounts you can sign in with and claim one of those 17 remaining contribution codes in the matcherino. Prize pool currently stands at $106.94. You want to try to get to $1,000. And if we get to 2,000, we will pay the top 8 rather than the top 4 from that prize pool. This and that, welcome in. Just in time for a matchup that I have no idea who's going to win, and that's always fun. Let's find out from the players if we're going to do any 19 and if we are going to re-roll or increment the seed. $18 increment is the call from Violet. $18 increment it is. Here is your seed. 36F88E. There's no game number 8, but the seed apparently wants to decide your fate. And these two players are wasting no time. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down for their first game here in Season 32. ID Kirby, Phloxae. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, rolling on the United States. The PB at 3,487,000. I think that's an 8. Welcome in, ID Kirby. And on the right, rolling on to the United Kingdom with an NTSC PB of 1,666,000. It is Phloxae. And as I alluded to in the opening, these two have just recently played. But not in an ELO match. It was in Classic Tetris Wars in a team clash. That match went 9 games. And by score, by number of games won, Kirby won 5-4. Give you an idea how close they played in that best of 9. These two have only played one other time, and that was in Division 3. And Phloxae was the victor in that one. Both these players looking for their opening win in the season. One of them will come away with it today. Kirby has been in 2 matches and has had 2 deciders. But no wins yet. Phloxae has been in 3 matches and has experienced all 3 types of losses: 3-0, 3-1, 3-2. What she does not want to experience here is an early top out. Gets the right side open, we'll bang down the Tetris. She'll hit this triple, and then we'll be set up for a slightly dusty Tetris. Kirby does have the lead, 225 to 169 here in the early going. Early shift there for Violet. It's gonna cause some pain and suffering, for a little bit anyway. $318 add a Tetris to go to $341 for Kirby. $209 for Violet, who's currently backed by almost 6 Tetrises. And a couple of the games that Kirby had won in the Wars event were large wins. There was one game he managed a $500,000 lead at one point. Of course, Phloxae also putting in some big games as well. Seems to have recovered pretty nicely here. She's got another Tetris. Kirby's going to go to 479 at the 100-line turn. Phloxae a line away from that is at 348. Nice spin there for Kirby. As it'll be long until we get our first taste of level 19 play. Another Tetris for both players. Another spin there for Kirby. As level 19 is coming up, Kirby threatening a low 600 transition. We'll get a Tetris there. That will guarantee the 600 transition. Should he make it that far? Which he does. He'll go in at 621. Tetris for Violet, 486. Oh, misses an L to the left. That could be trouble right before 19, but does get a bar over, and that should be okay. 513 is her transition score. Back by 5 Tetrises. Here we go, level 19. Nice burn there with the J for Kirby, but bit of a drought here as we open level 19 play. I'm sorry, did I say bit of a drought? Wow, Tetris for Kirby. And the 37-piece drought will come to an end for Violet. She'll bang down a Tetris. Tetris for Kirby. 711. 555 for Violet. Nice T-spin there. Another Another Tetris for Kirby. He's got an overhang to work with on the left side. I couldn't tell if that was an intentional overhang or not. When he doesn't get the piece to resolve the right, so he's going to be digging for a little bit. Violet is clean. He's going to get a Tetris there. And Kirby will get this down. Another Tetris for Violet. If she gets another one here, she'll bring it within 3. And there you have it. 8:05 for Kirby, 7:23 for Violet. Halfway through the level 19 speeds. Phloxae fighting back from an early deficit. And Kirby getting to another dig. Tetris for Violet. Kirby's got the right opened up, but it closes right back down. And Violet has an opportunity to perhaps take a lead here, but she's back by only 28,000 points. 915 for Kirby, 881 for Violet. Kirby setting up for the dirty Tetris. Row 3. Missed 5-tap for Violet there. It's pretty low on the board. I imagine, yep, indeed, the next bar does go over, but that comeback is on hold for a moment as she has some cleanup to do. As we're approaching level 29. There's the max out for Kirby. Violet can still have the max out before 29. She'll bang down a Tetris there. Kirby will go in at 1,051,000. Violet will go in at 1,012,000. So here we go, level 29 in game 1. So far tonight, we have not failed to hit level 29. Violet needs a bar here. Ooh. I don't know if she got caught with a Phantom Burn there or if something else happened. Now needs another bar, but that left side is trouble. And that's going to be it. She's going to be done at 1,046,000. Kirby, you're good for game 1. Certainly a fantastic and close opening game. But Kirby controlling the pace pretty much the entire way. We'll increment the seed to 4-7. Have the ready from Kirby. And there's a ready from Violet. Here we go. Game number 2. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Here we go. Violet could be looking to improve the level 18 as Kirby pushing down for 4 points compared to Violet's 1. But it's going to end up suffering with a misplaced J there. So Violet will have the lead with 5 Tetrises in a row, plus a pushdown point. Kirby's got the board back to a normal state. We'll bang down a Tetris. Violet looking for something to fill out the right side here. He's going to have to settle for a T, but another T shows. And another Tetris. And going to have to take a burn there. So 7 in a row to start the game for Violet. ID Kirby with the T-Tuck. That does create a bar dependency. But he turns it into a dirty well. Bang, Tetris. A nice play there from ID Kirby. $19,000 point lead. Phloxae here in game number 2. We're getting a little high as we're in another drought. That Tetris will ease things up for Phloxae. Kirby taking the burns, and we'll get the bar down the right side. He'll get a Tetris as well. 258 for Phloxae, 217 for ID Kirby. Still early days in game number 2. Oh, missed flip there for Kirby. Gonna have to spend some time working on that. And this is that level of the board where you really want the right pieces. Where is a J here? Needs 2 of them and has to plug one of them. Gonna open that up. Looks like he'll be all right. But just like that, Phloxae in a big lead here. 397 to 279. And finally, Kirby opens up the right side, bangs down a Tetris and another one. Violet having to do a little bit of stack maintenance to open up the right side, but still enjoys an 80,000 point lead as we're approaching the 100 line turn. Kirby going to snap that S into place. Waiting on a bar for the right side, but this looks like it's another drought. We'll get the Tetris. Violet will follow up with a Tetris of her own. And Violet still controlling the pace this game. Has the potential to drop a 600 on Kirby here. Bang Tetris, 547. 489 for Kirby. Level 19 is right around the corner. How was Critical Scuti? CryticaLapis is pretty good. Blue Scuti's Blue Scuti. About all I can say about that. 618 for Violet, 523 for ID Kirby. I thought CryticaLapis played well. Unfortunately, he's going to walk away with nothing to show for it. I mean, when you have a 1.5, what was it, 1.58 and lose? Yeah. Those are some tough losses in CTL, I can tell you that. Another Tetris for Kirby. There's one for Phloxae as well. I think CryticaLapis beats more than half of his division with that kind of performance. It was a good set for him. But unfortunately, it was a better set for Scuti. 802 for Violet in the level 22 here. 739. Righty Kirby, who's a level ahead. Welcome in, Tugi. You'll be happy to know all the T-spins have worked so far tonight. Another Tetris for Violet. She's let a little bit of this lead slip away, and the real-time lead is almost non-existent right now, but she'll get a Tetris there. Looking for a 26 max. Honestly, both players are, but Violet can get it into 26. Ooh, rough placement of the square. But fortunately gets that cleaned up quickly. Not gonna get the max into 26. Kirby at 995 on 27. There's the max out for Phloxae, 1,026,000. She bangs down another Tetris, but does have some pulls to deal with. Gets some good pieces for it, though. She has a 2,000 point real-time lead, now 1,000. Tetris for both players. And Kirby has a 123 point real-time lead, but is about to go to level 29. Phloxae can get 3 more Tetrises out of this. She'll get 1 there. See if she... Yep, she's going to be able to go for another one here. 1,146,000 for ID Kirby into 29. Pretty nice scores this game. Oh, a bit of trouble for Phloxae, though. But we'll bang down a Tetris into 29 at 1,207,000. Phloxae with the lead. Just chops that board down. Get into a comfortable spot as Kirby's going to hang a piece on the right. Can he dig out of this? Oh, that was... Oh, that... Both players are going to top out, but Phloxae is going to tie it up at 1. Yeah, Kirby got the J there, and that would have been perfect to play flat on the right, but it just ended up flipping and dead dropping in the middle. Oh. So 1-1. We'll go ahead and increment the seed again up to 5-8. Of course, we got 2 matches after this. We'll have Cole taking on Peak. And we'll finish off with Alex T taking on Cobra. I almost said, just look at Violet's score. That doesn't quite work on NCC, does it? All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 3. We're tied at 1. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And this set, I will remember. We'll talk about the matcherino. Lower right-hand corner, you see our prize pool currently at $106.94. We're trying to get that up to 1,000, maybe 2,000 to pay out the top 8. We'll see. As the season goes on, we still have about a month left, plus playoffs, to get that up. We also still have 17 contribution codes. It's basically $4.25 for free. We just need people to go over there and say, hey, I can click on a button. Pretty easy. Violet going for something fiercely dirty here. Where's the bar? It is not showing. And now she's scrambling at the top of the board. Now, this is a long drought, too. Even Kirby having to do some burns, but he'll get the bar over for the Tetris. He's got the lead. Violet's still trying to dig out. This finally gets that dirty Tetris down the middle. Set up again. Takes the skim and bang, Tetris. So all in all, didn't lose a whole lot. It's only back by 41K. And just in time for another drought. Okay, there's the bar. There's the Tetris. 211 for Kirby, 170 for Violet. Picking up the simul Tetris there. Of course, ID Kirby will be seeing him in San Jose in 2 weeks' time for Genesis X3. Definitely looking forward to that. A little bit of trouble here for Violet. I'm going to get some good pieces to burn out of it, though. And follows it up to the bar for the Tetris. We're at the halfway point of level 18. 350 for ID Kirby. 289 for Violet. $350 is fairly efficient. Get another 350,000 points in the second half of 18, and boom, 700 transition. Tetris for Kirby. He is locked in right now. Bit of a misdrop, though. He's trying to handle this cleanly, but game's not letting him. I think he's going to go for something dirty here, though. Yeah, column 8. Not quite a Tetris, though. But it does let him open up the right side. So that will narrow the gap only a little bit. 67,000 point lead for Kirby. 519 to 451 at the 100-line turn. Another Tetris for Kirby. Violet set up, bang Tetris. Kirby at 587 at 113 lines. Violet at 520 for her part. She's doing fairly well as well. This could be a 600 transition. Kirby, nice stacking there to get that fixed up pretty good. Really was trying to avoid a J dependency for the longest time, but ends up having to make it anyway. But gets it filled in. As we're close to level 19. One Tetris away for ID Kirby. Long bar dependency for Violet here late in 18. And trying to not get punished for it too badly. 705 right now for Kirby. Had a Tetris after level 19 transition. He'll get another one there. And Violet's 621. Also one Tetris into 19. So about a 3.5 Tetris lead for ID Kirby. Will be 3 or 4 depending on where they are. Another Tetris. This song works perfectly. Meat Grinder is the name of the song off of Wait That 8. Division 1 is kind of a meat grinder, isn't it? Tetris down the right side, 820 for Kirby, 735 for Violet. It's an 85,000 point lead for Kirby. Another Tetris. Bit of an overshift, though. And a bit of an undershift there. Added kind of the classic, you're trying to get the long bar to the left, but you don't flip it, and then you flip it and move it, but you have to move it a second time. She'll get a couple of Tetrises there into level 24, halfway through the 19 speeds. Pace lead is about 2 Tetrises with Kirby. He's got the max out into 25. I thought last game was high scoring. Oh, misshift there. Let's get the Tetris. That will help. But cleaning that up is not going to be simple. Oh, now has an opportunity to get a nice spin, but not going to wait around for the piece. Tetris for Violet, who is getting right back in this 56,000 point difference. Oh! Hangs the J on the right side there. Was trying to get a tuck in there, and now she's got to try to clean this up. Does not go for the Vits. Which appears to be a wise move given the drought we're seeing. But we are down to the last 10 lines of level 19 speeds here. And Violet is not close to the bottom right now. Oh, might have an opportunity here. She can get this last burn. It's not going to work. She's going to be done at 1,079,000. Kirby takes game 3. He's up 2-1. All right, we have a ready from ID Kirby here for game 4. And there's ready for Phloxae. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 4. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Violet in chat says, good luck, have fun, part 6. Wait, I mean 4. So we've played 6 games so far today, and all 6 of them are getting us to the kill screen. They have largely been close games. Just the kind of Tetris you want to see on a Sunday night. Both players are going to start the game with 114,001 each. Kirby takes a vicious 2-point lead. I don't think I can repeat what Violet just said, but she's got the lead now because those push-down points aren't going to make up for the Tetrises that she's been getting. She still is not burnt. Look at that bar down the right side. Yet another Tetris. But now has a decision to make, and she will decide to end the perfect run at 9 in a row. Nice sturdy Tetris there for Kirby. Trying to find a way to keep pace here. And the answer to that might just be going dirty. He's set up. There's the bar. Dirty Tetris for Kirby. And I think he's going to be content playing 2 rows up for at least a little bit here. Oh, that's a bad hang for Kirby. Gets a piece over. That makes it better. Oh, but now long bar dependency and didn't get the J all the way over. Gets the bar for the double, and the J goes over into the dependency. Oh my god. But still, that Z was awful. And I don't know if he can survive this. He's going to be done at 252. We're going to a decider. And while that nasty misdrop wasn't the immediate cause of the dropout, it certainly had a huge role to play. All right, it is decider time. Pilot taking a quick moment here. Game number 5 up next. So game 5 will be 7A, correct? All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 5, the decider between ID Kirby and Phloxae. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Four, 5, and piece number 6 ends up in a different spot. But what doesn't change is the starting score, 1-0 in favor of Violet, but she will not be going 9 in a row this game. At least to start. Pretty gnarly board, all things considered here, but we'll try our best to do something with this. Kirby will take his first burn of the game. Violet in a bit of a spot here. Has a long bar dependency. That is a Tetris well. She will bang it down. Kind of took me off guard there. Now Kirby getting to a little bit of a spot here. As opener for game 5 has been shaky for both players, but Violet going for another dirty Tetris will get it. And it's now going to clean up the right side and get this thing back over to column 10. As Kirby is working on fixing up the board. Violet has the right side open, bangs down a Tetris. Ah, this board is not cooperating for Kirby right now. It's gonna go for a dirty one here. But immediately knocks it down. It's just going to bring it down brick by brick. It's going to give Phloxae the lead, 136 to 115 here in the early going of level 18. And Kirby really would wish the pieces would get a little better here. This has been some awful pieces to work with. And again, oh, 2 long bar dependencies. That is not good. Gonna get the one plugged, and then we'll get the long bar for the other one. But where's the J here? Takes the skim, and we'll get the J over. Dirty well set up for Kirby. And we'll bang down the dirty Tetris. And another one, too. So Kirby trying to get things settled down here as Violet, now in a column 8 situation, will get the bar for the Tetris. And we'll get the well back over to the right. S-flat moment. Another Tetris for Violet. She has a 49,000 point lead and 6 extra lines to work with. Oh, nice adjustment for the Vits for Kirby. Tetris for Violet. Kirby will get the bar for the Tetris. He's at 320 at the 100-line turn. There's a Vits for Violet as well. Both players doing the correct, proper Vits. None of those delayed shenanigans that, you know, I like to go for and then top out 20 pieces later from. Violet getting up pretty high here. Is going to have to take some burns. But now has a bar dependency, column 3. Just going to try to chop it down. Kirby with that overhang. Oh, he's going to miss a J, or that's a Z to the left. So he's up pretty high on the board here, but has some room to deal with it. Getting this down. Another bar dependency. And the bar shows. And he is out of it. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. And he's about to hit level 19 as well. Good adjustment there. Gets the bar. We'll get the Tetris in at 425. One hole to deal with. Well, more than one now. So he's going to be digging for a little bit here. Violet's in at 479. So Seed is kind of having its way with both of these players this game. As this drought here for Violet means that she's not going to be able to score for a bit either. Kirby has a left well going. Center well, dirty Tetris for Violet. And she's clean. There's a left well, dirty Tetris for Kirby. And we'll get that last tuck in there. He's going to go for the 6-3. Board's not really accommodating, though. It does get that flattened out. And we'll get the bar down for the Tetris. And we'll set up for another. There it is. Tetris. And another one. He'll finally get this back over to the right. 597 for Violet, 572 for Kirby. That was when they were 13 lines apart. So the lead for Violet is probably bigger than it looks. Kirby will transition to level 24 at 580. And Violet's in at 716. So more than 100,000 point lead at the halfway point. Another Tetris for Violet. Tetris again. But Kirby starting to hold steady here as we approach the level 29. He's got the right side open, looking for the bar. There it is. Bang Tetris. Violet as well with the Tetris. Oh, this is a problem here for Kirby. Did not get the pieces he needed. But he made the best of it. This actually doesn't look too bad. He's gonna try to take this from the top. Misses the bar left. We'll get another one over it, though. His level 29 is right around the corner. He doesn't have this quite all the way down. It double flip the L, but will still go in pretty much as he intended. 835. And bangs down a Tetris on 29. Meanwhile, Violet looking to max into 29. And she'll get it. Bang Tetris, 1,028,000. Here we go. Game 5 decider in 29. Kirby setting up left well. This is the bar. He has another shot, but he doesn't get anything over. And disaster striking Kirby again in a decider. Violet is going to get her first Division 1 win. There you go. As she's topping out, she's going to get the dub 3-2. And she will be your winner. Say hi, Violet. No, you. All right. That will take care of Division 1A for the night. We have 2 more matches, though, both in Division 1B. And it's going to be Coal Bucket taking on Peak Eric. Up next. Yeah, there's a big reason why I said absolutely nothing about the scoreline in the middle of the match, because I know those first 2 hurt, and this one's going to hurt just as much. I'm going to take a brief pause. I will do a bit of a ad break. I'll be back. Welcome in Morlando with the 6 Raiders coming from the match of Ka versus Kaka. King got a reverse sweep. Oh, man. Well, he got the Kaka out of the way quickly then. Man, I tell you what, our YouTube editor is going to really hate this camera quality for Peak Eric. Kings, who's our YouTube editor again? Not Peak. Okay. Yeah, not Peak is going to hate this. Well, I guess I shall unleash this camera quality on all of you. Got Cole on the left, Peak Eric on the right. Let's find out if we're going to get any 19 and whether we increment or reroll. Chaotic Hazel here for TNP Graduate Hour. Welcome in. Of course, we have this match in Division 1B, and then one more after that will be Alex T taking on Cobra. Peak says 18 reroll. So Cole, if you're good with reroll, let me know. If not, we'll flip a coin. Of course, Cole doing the transition trainer thing. At least I think that's transition trainer. Cole, heads or tails? Damn. Alright, reroll it is. We'll start out with this beauty. 33EE28. Oh, wow. Well, we'll talk about that after the start of the second game. Because we have stats and statistics. We have facts and figures. We have numbers, and numbers don't lie. All right, we have a ready from Peak. We have a ready from Cole. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for our first match of Division 1. Hold on 1 second. I'll start this over. Where is the division number? Like, seriously. All right, there it is. All right, we got both ready, so let's go ahead and get this counted down for Division 1B action between Cole Bucket and Peak Eric. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And what the heck just happened with his camera? Peak. Seriously, this is not where you were sitting a minute ago. All right. Starting on the left, we have a roller out of the United States. He's got himself an NTSC PB of 5,452,000. Welcome in, Cole. And on the right, he is your voice of the CTL playoffs. And a roller out of the United States with a PB of 1,600,000. Welcome in, Peak Eric. Cole working off of a row. Well, row 1, but column 8. Had an opportunity for a well transfer there, but no bar shows up. In fact, there's just no bar, period. Finally, we'll get a bar, and we'll move the well over to the left side. Well, maybe not. Just takes what the game gives him. Gets the well back over to the right. Peak's getting up pretty high here. I do not like this. Peak is still very high up on the board. Oh my god. Okay, piece goes left. And he's getting this down. All right, there we go. One more burn. Right side is open. So that little adventure has allowed Cole to take a 76,000 point lead. But Peak has got this all the way back down to the bottom. Tetris for Cole. Pair of Tetrises for Peak there. Cole will answer back, but that square's got nowhere to go. So he's going to be looking for some very specific tucks and is not going to get them before he has to ruin his board. But check out how quickly he gets it cleaned up. Oh, and then the nest comes and says, "Hi. I don't belong here, but you have to place me anyway." And that's allowed Peak to take a real-time lead, 266 to 259, but Cole has 8 lines to work with and lose 4 of them for Tetris there. Another Tetris for Peak. There's the Tetris for Cole. Cole having a transition potentially to a, well, I said potentially to a column 7, but the pieces aren't allowing it. Now he'll get set up with the kind of a reverse 5 and below there. But it's time for another drought. Oh. Had to cover the well as the bar showed up. He's just going to transition this over to a dirty left well. Peak is still scoring in the right well. Now, this is actually a close game. 387 for Peak, 385 for Cole. And in fact, we're tied at 110 lines, 387, 220. Bang Tetris for Cole. Peak also had one in there. He'll get another one as Cole has to do a little bit of cleanup. Perfect L for Cole to clean that up. Cole will get the triple and get that well back over to the right before transition. 16,000 point lead for Peak. Very close to start off game number 1. $485 for Peak into level 19. $469, hey now for Cole. Peak having to do some burns, but the bar does show up. And Cole will follow suit with the Tetris. I think Cole has regained the pace lead here. He'll get a Tetris to go to 546, but it is a very small lead, if a lead at all. Both players waiting on a bar. Good adjustment. The pullback there from Cole was so quick. It's going to take the burn, but then saw the bar. Meanwhile, Peak with a double well. Gonna have to take a burn to resolve that. This set up Tetris for Cole. Peak has the lead here on level 23. Where is the bar? There's no bar. Gonna have to burn in 716. Cole burn in at 698. This board is getting high. Ooh, that was bad bar timing, but we'll get one. Oh, he's going to take it from above before going for the Tetris. I was just not getting the right pieces to fully resolve it yet. And, oh, this is starting to get a little spicy for Peak. Cole is taking a lead here. 2 Tetrises are on level 26. Peak just cannot get the right pieces to get out of this. This is going to be a long burn. Finally gets that left resolved. And will get the right side open. Bang Tetris. Cole having to do some burns here, so perhaps an opening for Peak. No, Cole just gets things fixed up just like that. He's got 919 into 28. It's 824 for Peak Eric. We're about to hit level 29. Tetris for Peak. He's got one more in the bag. And we'll get it. 895. Cole just needs one more. Oh, that board is out of control for Peak. Just playing flat at the moment. Cole about to max out with the next burn. There it is. Peak gets that board down. Nice digging there. He has the right side open, but not built up for a Tetris, so it's gonna just try to keep the... Oh, Cole is in trouble. He's done at 1,008,000. Peak, you're in a chase down. You need a 09. Very tense dig here. Oh no, that's gonna probably do it. Yeah, that's it. Cole's gonna take game number 1. He will hang on. Oh, dear God. Well, Cole gonna go up 1-0 here. So we'll get a new seed. Here it is. B8209A. All right. If we're ready from Coal Bucket. And there's the ready from Peak. Let's go ahead and get started with game number 2. Pull up 1-0. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. These two players have met 4 times for ELO previously. And it was in that first meeting that Peak Eric got a win back in CT Gauntlet. But it's been all Cole since. He is currently 3-1 over Peak. And right now, Coal Bucket says, no ties here. I'm going to take 2 pushdown points. So far, those 2 points are the difference. Long bar dependency for Peak, but gets the bar 2 pieces later. And thus far, a strong start for both players. He can go for the delayed burns here. Just trying to play safe. Has a bar dependency, though. That's not necessarily safe. But it does turn into a dirty Tetris well. The problem is there's no bar. And there hasn't been one for 30 pieces. Cole just taking some great burns over there, but there's a dirty Tetris for Peak. Cole got a normal Tetris in that. Peak set up again. And again, the bar refuses to show up on command. But now it finally shows. 217 for Cole, 177 for Peak. And Peak can do nothing but burn that down. And we'll get the well back over to the right. So the damage is done. Almost 2.5 Tetrises for Cole Bucket. Both boards are, well, hold on. Cole getting to a little bit of a spot here is not getting the J for the left, or a long bar would have helped too. Now it's long bar dependent with the dirty Tetris well set up very high up on the board. That J is not friendly. He needs a bar. And he doesn't get it. He's going to be done. But Peak is in trouble too. Peak, you're in a chase down. You need 247. And Peak is going to dig out of this. A Tetris and change. Ooh, it's going to cover the well as the bar shows up. That just kind of happened out of nowhere. 31-piece drought. And that's it. Peak's going to take the win. It's 1-1. That sequence almost got both players, too. I mean, that was not a guaranteed chase down for Peak by any stretch. Anjing in chat says, "Hi, YouTube Shorts." I don't know. With this camera quality, our YouTube editor might not make the cut. Let's give these two a seed. 9-5. 1A, 1A. It's been a year, and it's only February. All right, we have it ready from Cole. There's the ready from Peak. We're tied at 1. Let's see what Game 3 has in store for us in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Shoutouts to Brodendam. Nice spin tuck there for Cole. Cole has an opening Tetris, and so far Peak has nothing. Okay, there's 2 lines. And he'll get the bar for the Tetris. Peak set up again, and Peak's gonna cash in Tetris. And speaking of cashing in, have you heard about our Matcherino prize pool, currently standing at $106.94? I tried to make Peak proud with that one. Enter exclamation point Matcherino in chat. Go get some of those contribution codes. There are still 17 of them sitting out there. Why there's 17 left, I don't know. Those things are so easy to claim. And then if you want to make that prize pool go up, you can donate as well. Contribute to the prize pool. Get our top 4 players paid, and possibly top 8 if we can get to, what is it, 2,000? And we got a coupon code redeemed there. Which Brings us up to $107.19. Thank you, Georgie_Lanas for 2 contribution codes. Bring us up to $107.44. Peak with the lead here early on, 229 to 189. Not willing to set up the Vits. Doesn't want the golf clap. He is going to get the bar over. Get another Tetris. Long bar dependency for Cole and a very poorly timed pair of S's there. And a drought too, so this is looking a little nasty for Cole right now. Hey, Kingsman with the $50! A direct contribution into the prize pool. He says, start adding that cash and pay these players. $157.44, our current prize pool. Get that money in here or I'm going to bring Kingsman in to do a promo. Tetris for Cole, he's got the lead, but he's also ahead by 9 lines, and that's a dirty Tetris for Peak. So give it a Tetris and a half in favor of Peak Eric. Tyler asking, why does every Kingsman account have a different profile picture? Those aren't Kingsman accounts. Those are clearly Georgie Lanes. It's not Kingsman. Don't worry. Pace lead remains at about a Tetris and a half in favor of Peak. As he gets that left side beautifully filled out and then gets back-to-back bars or back-to-back jacks. 454 at the turn. Cole at 439. No relation whatsoever. See? Kingsman has no idea who that is. Imagine not submitting a premiere poll. Go back to game 2 of the first match. And you'll hear me remembering. Don't worry, I'm doing it after this. In my defense, Pumpy, let's just say I spent Friday doing something that was very upsetting and not fun, and I'm still kind of affected by it. But doing what I can. Tetris has been a good distraction these last 2 days, so I'll get that premiere poll for you tonight. You forgot to watch Tetris this entire month. Level 19 for Coley's at 581, but we could have a 600 for Peak, and we will. 619. Buika Buika. Ultimate underdog. Trying not to be an underdog against Cole. Bangs down a Tetris there. But both players' boards looking very good. Oh, bit of a misflip there for Cole. Tried to get a tuck going with that L, but ended up hanging it. And there's a nice column 9 Tetris for Cole. He's got that board all the way down. The pace lead currently stands at 2 Tetrises in favor of Peak Eric. This attempt at a Vitz is not going to go well for Cole. He's just going to burn it down. This is Peak's opportunity to really take a strong lead here. Already it's at 93,000 points, and he's got 5 lines in hand. Now 6. He'll get a Tetris with them. Nice safe play there for Peak. Goal 724, halfway through level 19 speeds. Oh, Peak hanging the T there. He gets a bar over for the Tetris. And he'll be able to address that sudden hang. That bar didn't show up. That was game over. And now it's Cole's turn to perhaps get himself back into this. Nice flat burn for Peak. Peak is getting this down fast. Level 26. 896 for Peak. 886 for Cole. But Cole is on 27 already. So, despite that dig, Peak Eric maintains the lead, but it is a lot smaller than it was. And he's going to have to just clean this up. Cole Bucket could take the pace lead here. Nice moves from Peak there. Gets the column 9 ready to go. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. Max out for Cole. He's got 1 Tetris remaining before level 29. Peak has 2. Tetris 1,069,000 for Cole into level 29. And 1,054,000 for Peak. Neither player going in clean, but Peak's board looking a lot better. Just kind of feeling out the board. Tetris for Cole. Cole with a Tetris and a half lead. Peak refusing to set up there, just trying to stay safe. It's that triple in column 9. 1,181,000 for Cole. 1,093,000 for Peak. Oh, and Peak in trouble. Needs a piece left, and that bar will not go. Cole is up 2-1. Peak was ahead for much of that, but right towards the end of 19 speeds, gave it away, and Cole made no mistake past 29. All right, here's a seed for game 4. It is 0F C477. Very explosive seed. Got it ready from Cole. There's a ready from Peak. Let's go ahead and get this underway. Game number 4, Cole on the verge of taking the win. Can Peak come back? We'll find out. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. This is early in the season for both players. In fact, Peak hasn't even played a game yet until today. But Cole did play Winter. Winter got that one 3-1. We got some push down going on here from Peak here. Looks like he's playing a little bit of DAS here in game 4. Take his first burn of the game there, as will Cole. Cole hanging a T up top, but not in a dangerous spot. Gets that taken care of very quickly. There's no bar. fact, we're looking at a near 30-piece drought. Well, it's over 30 now. And it is over 40. Where is this bar? Finally, it shows up. 41 pieces. Both players will get a Tetris with it. Of course, with Peak switching to Das, that could have been a very dangerous situation, but he played it just as good as Cole did. This was the most number of pushdown points I've seen in a Division 1 match in longer than I can remember. Not just a game, an entire match. Like, he is pushing down a lot here. And he's got a 60,000 point lead as well. Hangs down another Tetris as Cole has some cleanup to do. So, Peak also going to run into an issue. Nice burns, though. And given that was in the middle of a drought, he didn't really lose anything. He's going to get a Tetris to go to 317 at the half. Cole is at 216. So far, this Das is really working out for Peak. 5 Tetris lead. Gonna have to relinquish some of it here. Let's get the bar over for the Tetris. Cole does catch up by 1 Tetris, 99,000 points. A big old double well for Cole Bucket. Lots of room to burn. And he's going to need to, because he got another drought. But he does get the Tetris. Trying to keep up with Peak's pace here. I think we just saw a grip shift switch from Peak. Yeah, definitely rolling again. So Peak give himself a little bit of a hand rest and give himself a little bit of a lead too. 119,000 points at the turn. He'll get another Tetris. Cole will answer back. Bar for Peak, the Tetris for Cole. And there's the Tetris for Peak. One more Tetris for Peak before transition. Cole can get 2 if he doesn't burn. And Peak is just going to burn a couple lines here. Can snake a J in there if he finds one, but no J shows up. He'll transition at 564. And Cole will go in at 487. Bit of a rocky start to 19 for Peak, but it's working on getting this fixed up. Tetris for Cole. And Peak's got the right side open. Will bang down a Tetris. Gonna maintain about a Tetris lead. Closer to a Tetris and a half. It's all those push down points. Ooh, interesting spins there for Cole. Makes it work. It's a Tetris. It's clean again, and another Tetris. Peak, meanwhile, and clean, has an L dependency, but gets the L. And we'll get a bar for the Tetris. 711 for Peak, 671 for Cole. That's 40,000 points. That's closer to 15,000 in pace. So Cole has made up a lot of ground here. The Peak appears to be in the zone, as Cole's got to do some burning. Peak looking to force a game 5. He's currently up 831 to 790. Bar over for the Tetris. Cole waiting on a bar. Takes the skim and then bangs down a Tetris. Cole not liking that square, just throws it over to the right and burns it away. Tetris for Cole. The lead is about 14,000 in pace. And you can see it on the board now, 14,068. That's flat moment for Pete. Both players have maxed out here on level 27. And Cole has taken the lead, 1,057,000. Peak at 1,049,000 and is 4 lines ahead. Level 29 is right around the corner. Cole will go in at 1,129,000. Peak will burn in at 1,085,000, follows it up with the Tetris. And another one, he's got the lead back. And another Tetris. 3 Tetrises on 29 for Peak. The lead is at 14,000. Cole's board is not unworkable, but it certainly isn't a place he can score. Oh, but Peak getting in trouble here. This board getting high. Double flips the T. And Cole just squeaks ahead. He'll take the set 3-1. He is going to play this one out. Cole will get his first win of the season. $1,288,000 for Cole halfway through the 29 speeds. Rip double flips. I know the feeling. Last week I have done many a double flip. 1.4 for Cole here, level 36. Oh, that burn was beautiful. And set up for the column 7, bangs down a Tetris. And another one, looking for a potential rollover here. Oh my goodness. And Cole will roll it over. A little bit of level 39 to boot, 1,635,000. He is your winner. 3-1 over Peak. GG's. That brings us down to one final match for the night. It's your reigning CTL champion, Alex T. Going to be taking on Cobra up next. Stay tuned. Stunning Ryan. Please contact judges. Alright, I DM'd Alex. He's on DND, so he probably didn't get pinged by Kingsman there. Weissman license, keep a tight leash on the tribal chief. Ugh. I think I just got a bit of Alex's homework. That's funny. Hey, I'd get that an A+, just saying. Cobra in chat saying, "Where is the scuba?" He's coming. Doing his 20-minute entrance. We all have to, like, sing the song too, right? What would Alex T's entrance be? Dude is pre-match, could pre-sunbath. I haven't seen a bathe in anything in a while. Oh, BRB restroom. That's where the goober is. All right. It should just be a moment before Alex is in. And then we shall have some Tetris. And after that, after I add the matches to the website, I will be doing a premiere poll. I think we're pretty close to getting set up here. And yeah, it should be good to go. Let's go ahead and bring the players in. There they are. We have the champ on the left and the snick on the right. Let's find out if we're going to get any 19 out of these two. And we'll see how they like their pieces. Re-rolled or incremented? So 18 increments, a call from Cobra. Let's see what Alex decides. And it sounds like he is good with the call. So here's your seed. I got a few letters for you. AFB 1B4. This is absolutely disgusting from Alex. What the hell? The way he was playing, I was surprised he didn't go for the L spin down the left side. Jesus. So AFB 1B4 is your seed. We have a ready from Cobra. And a good luck from Cobra as well. GLHF from Alex. And he's gone. Oh, he's back. He's ready. Let's go ahead and get counted down for game number 1 of the matchup between Alex T and Cobra, the rematch from last season. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, we have a roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 27,488,000. Welcome in the reigning champion of CTL, Alex T. And on the right, who's coming at you with a bite? Hell yeah. Roller out of the United States with the PB of that's not right. I am certain that PB is not right. And it's not right. With 5,280,000. Welcome in Cobra. Yeah, the spreadsheet says 3 million, and like, no, he's got a 5. I know he's got more than 3. But here in the early going, we have had pushdown points from Cobra. And we've also had pushdown points from Alex. So a little bit of back and forth there. Alex setup gets the bar for the Tetris. Cobra sees it for the Aki bar. I was waiting on the next one to show up, and there it is. Gets the Tetris. Some nice maneuvers, too, right before that Tetris. You'll get another one. One Tetris lead for Alex early, 186 to 166. Another Tetris for Alex, getting this board down. Still holding on to a 20,000 point lead. It's been a pretty good start for both the players. But now we have a little bit of a drought happening. But both players will hit the bar for the Tetris. Alex is going to take a burn there, as he's still sitting up by 20K. Another drought forming. Cobra will bang down the Tetris, and as will Alex. Nice burn there for Alex. And again, both players scoring a Tetris. They are keeping the efficiency going. Alex setting up a column 3 Vits there, but is probably not going to use a long bar for it, as he gets that resolved, no problem. And we are waiting on bars again. Both players going to take some burns. And this drought's starting to get a little out of hand. 30 pieces and counting. The bar does show. There's a Tetris for Cobra, followed by the Tetris for Alex. 414 for Cobra, 413 for Alex. Neck and neck. I didn't quite see where Cobra got that Tetris back, but clearly he has. Good adjustment for Alex. Bang down a Tetris there. Another Tetris. 1900 pace lead for Cobra. Alex trying to find something for that left side. Not going to get what he wants. And he will take a couple of burns to get that open back up. Meanwhile, Cobra just continuing to score here. He's got a Tetris lead. Three-point difference. Whoa. Cobra had a very minuscule lead. We're about to hit level on 19. Ooh, Cobra's going to have to wait for another bar or burn in. He will get the bar. He's in at 6:05. Alex is in at 6:03. We're neck and neck here in game one. And so far here on 19 and 20, it is business as usual. Tetris has continued to rain down. Cobra gonna have to do a couple burns though. And again, we see that 3-point lead crop up at 149 lines. There it is, it's back. 709, 155 to 709, 152. Another Tetris for Alex. Cobra on a 20-piece drought. Needs a J left as well. Gets the J over, gets a square over, gets two of them over, and then bangs down a Tetris. Alex, meanwhile, has been keeping the board nice and low during that drought. He'll score a Tetris. That may actually work out in Cobra's favor here. Very tight game number one. Look at that, 1,100 points. Alex with a T-spin. Will bang down a Tetris. Cobra with this 1,100 point lead. Alex adjusts in the square, gets the Tetris. Both players into the max out. Level 26. Gonna have to get some burns here for Cobra. This could be Alex. Well, Alex is gonna get some burns too, so never mind. No opportunity just yet. The lead remains 2,900. Well, but now it might change. As Cobra's not able to score, and Alex will score a Tetris. He's got the 1.1. Alex with the lead on 28. Well, he's not on 28 yet, but he already has the lead. Cobra's just burning right now, trying to keep the board nice and safe for 29, which is coming up in a moment. Where is the bar? We're into 29 at 1,117 for Cobra. Alex is in at 1,163. 46,000 point lead. So he gets a Tetris down the right side, and we'll start cleaning this up. Cobra needs to clean up the entire board. Is finding the pieces to do so. Cobra casts these 2 long bars right, but I don't think he's going to get too much further. He's going to be done at 1,185,000. Alex is good for game 1. Oh, the Vits on 29. Into a drought. Because, of course, remember, kids, Tetris hates you. We'll move to B0. That was Alex T, is what that was. Yeah, Andrew's like, yeah, average Alex thing. You don't ask, you just watch and appreciate. We have a ready from Alex. And we have a missing snake. All right, he's back. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get game number 2 counted down. We'll start it in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. As I mentioned, this is a repeat match from last season. And it was surprisingly close. In fact, it went to a decider, where Alex took a 3-2 victory. That is their only prior meeting. Kind of some rough pieces to start this one off. Both players ending up having to take burns from it. Alex just being very patient, waiting for the right piece to keep the burns to a minimum here. The difference is 1 burn line and 5 pushdown points, all in favor of Cobra right now. There's the burn, so it's a 5-point lead. But with no bar, we're going to see some burns here from both players. Oh, a misdrop for Cobra. He's going to get out of this, though. Ice cold expression, too. It looked like the misdrop didn't even register. But the damage is done. It's a 39,000 point lead for Alex. Now it will be up to Cobra to try to get those points back. And with Alex having to burn a couple lines there, could chip away a little bit at that lead. But not if there's no bar. And believe you me, there is no bar. Finally, the bar shows. There's the Tetris. And this board's getting a little spicy for Cobra. Alex should be able to take a pretty big lead off this. Cobra just playing it safe, not doing anything crazy, like going for a dirty Tetris. He gets the right side open. We'll bang down a Tetris. 218 at the half for Cobra. It's 312 for Alex. 94,000 point lead for the champ. champ is going to have to do some burning. About 3 lines there. Gets the bar. We'll get the Tetris. Cobra has dropped the lead to about 3 Tetrises. But now finds himself having to burn again. And the bar comes while he's still burning. Alex crosses 400,000. We'll get another Tetris on top of that. And on average, his lead's around 100,000 right now. What happened there? Cobra all of a sudden deciding to go for a dirty 6-3. Okay, he'll get the Tetris. And then get the well back over to the right. I feel like the L was an overshift. Like, that certainly didn't look intentional. But he made the best of it. Only got 2 burns out of it. He'll score another Tetris. 522 for Alex, 436 for Cobra. Are these two on VC together? Cobra having to try to open up the right side. Another Tetris for Cobra. Level 19 coming up. Nice burn there for Cobra, but now Alex is the one having to do some burns. He's not going to get out of this very quickly. Cobra's in at 489. And Alex is in at 582. But Alex is still burning. Cobra is clean. That's a good burn there for Alex, but had to put that S right. Just cannot get out of this. Finally, the bar shows, and he'll get the right side open. Judging from his reaction, I'm not sure he meant to adjust out of that S flat. Well, look at the score, though. It was very tight. 415-point difference in favor of Alex. Alex with the bar dependency gets the bar and follows it up with the Tetris. Why have bad RNG when he can have good RNG? Another Tetris. And a flat burn as well. Alex has about a 2 Tetris pace lead right now. S-flat moment for Cobra. T-spin set up for Alex. He Toogie spins it right after misdropping that square as well. So a couple extra burns for Alex that he did not intend. It's Alex's turn for an S-flat. This board's getting spicy here. Misdropping the square was better if he missed the T-spin. Yeah. It's funny how things in Tetris work out sometimes. 866 for Alex, 842 for Cobra. As this game has tightened up a bit. Cobra bangs down another Tetris. Alex is clean. But Alex still with around a 2 Tetris lead. Yeah, he didn't like that, I'll tell you that. Just the 5 tap on the T. He's going to have to take some burns to try to clean that up. Meanwhile, Cobra waiting on a bar. Will find it. Bang Tetris. And he's got the max out on 28. Alex trying to get out of this, but game is just not letting him, so give the lead to Cobra right now. Alex can get one more Tetris. Cobra's in at 1,059,000 or something around there. And Alex not getting a bar. There's the bar. He'll go in at 1,027,000, but a 1.1 already for Cobra. Oh, this is a crazy setup for Alex. 3-6. He'll get a Tetris. Waiting on a potential T-Tuck, but doesn't wait long. There, gets a T-Tuck there, and is ready with the 6-3. He'll bang down another Tetris. He wanted to go column 5, but the squares, my God, the squares. 1,215,000 for Cobra, 1,139,000 for Alex. Alex in cleanup mode. Cobra looking to score, but can't quite get set up. Now he's set up. Bang Tetris for Cobra. 115,000 point lead. Alex just having to burn down that center well. Okay, he takes the triple on the left. Cobra looking to dig out of this. Has the right side open. Bang Tetris 1.3. Oh, Cobra missing a piece to the left there, and he just burns the board down right away. Perfect reaction to that. Alex finally set up, looking for a bar. Takes the burn and bang Tetris. He's back by a Tetris and a half. Cobra is also ahead by 10 lines. That could come into that could be a factor here. But both players will score a Tetris there. Still almost a 2 Tetris lead for Cobra. Bang Tetris for Alex. 1.4 for Cobra, 1.3 for Alex. Cobra in a bit of a spot here. Gets a bar though. And bang Tetris for Cobra. There's a Tetris for Alex. It's a 2,000 point game. Another Tetris for Cobra. There's one for Alex. Cobra can get one more Tetris. He's waiting for the bar. Oh, he hits the bar. And Alex will take game number 2. Alex rolls it over. 1,610,000 will be in the final there. What a game. Yeah, he had lines in hand on you. That was really the difference at the end. We'll go to C1 for the next seed. Alex looking for a sweep. But if that game's any indication, Cobra certainly is game to try to challenge and take this 4 or 5. I'll also point out that's the second 1.5 loss tonight. Like, what the heck? 1.5, not good enough in Div 1. Alex, what did you do to your thumb? Oh, it's paint. It's Paula. It's paint. Got it. All right, we have a ready from Cobra. Just waiting on a ready from Alex. Looks like he is going to do that now. And we have both players ready. Let's go ahead, get this counted down. Game number 3. Alex looking for a sweep, but Cobra looking to strike in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
So one final time for the night, I will remind you that our Division 1 players, you know, they're not just playing for fame and glory and all that, although that's nice. They're playing for a share of that matcherino prize pool in the lower right-hand corner. You can help get these players paid by using the matcherino command in chat. We still have about, I think, 15 contribution codes left, which is as simple as logging in and clicking a button, and you'll make the prize pool go up by 25 cents by doing nothing other than clicking. Doesn't cost you anything. Alternatively, you can put some money in the pot as well for these players. We have a goal of $1,000. We like to reach that every season. And we have added a stretch goal of $2,000 to try to get the top 8 players paid. So, want to help them out? Exclamation point Matcherino, click the link, do the stuff. Dirty Tetris for Cobra, very nice. As he's got an early lead, 164 to 142. Alex kind of looking for a J, but didn't get it in time. And of course, when he decided to cover it, that's when the J showed up. So he adjusted out of covering it and had to take a bunch of burns. Ooh, that's a misdrop for Cobra. He'll get a Tetris. May just play one row up here. Avi with a $10 contribution. Thank you so much. That brings us up to 100. Oh God. 6, 7, and 44 cents. I suppose now someone's going to do a contribution. Someone's going to put a contribution code in there. My bad, I would have donated 11. Tetris for Cobra, but has to cover the well as that middle section is not really what he's looking for. Great burns. And finally gets enough filled in to score a Tetris. Oh, and that was a perfect L-bar combo. Alex has the lead, but it is slim, 375 to 358. You know, I am really surprised that one of you memers isn't putting in a quarter into the prize pool right now with the contribution code. Oh, never mind. There it is. P1ANCC, however that's pronounced. You bring us up to $167.69. We did it. We got the meme number. Neck and neck are these two right now. 755 points, all that separate them. As we have reached the 100-line turn at 495 for both of them. Alex refusing to go for the Vits. Oh, very nice. Oh my God. You saw Alex's reaction too to that burn. That was sweet. Another Tetris for Alex. Alex will also be attending in San Jose 2 weeks from now. Over at Genesis X3. Tetris for Alex into the column 3 Vits. Here we go, level 19, 638 for Alex. That's pretty good. The Cobra's going to go in at 658. Tetris for Cobra. Really not wanting to do the spin. Would rather just tuck a T in, but where's the T? There is no T. He misses the spin. But he does get a bar over. He's playing 2 rows off the bottom here on level 20. And he has the lead. And he opens up that hole in column 8. Very nice. Another Tetris for Cobra. Alex trying to get a J, but has to go bar L instead, which works out just fine. Nice burn there. Another Tetris for both players. It is a 2 Tetris lead for Cobra here on level 23. Ooh, left nowhere for the square. And Alex has brought this within 1,000 points, but he is ahead in lines. He's at 880 at the half. Cobra, call 911 because he's at 911. Halfway through level 19 speeds. Another Tetris. Gonna get this max on 25. And there it is. Maxed out for Cobra. Looking to fill out this left side, though. It's not getting the best of pieces. Now needs a bar left. Doesn't wait around for it. Really nice play there from Cobra. Still has about a 1 Tetris lead here on level 26. But Alex will Tetris into 27. And now the lead is down to 2,000 points. Oh, a misdrop for Cobra there. But Alex also not in a great spot. Cobra will bang down a Tetris. Alex is Tetris ready, but also has that hole, and he's going to clean out the hole first. Oh, just can't quite find the bar, though. Finally gets the bar for the Tetris. 1,132 for Cobra, 1,097 for Alex. We're a Tetris away from level 29. Cobra is clean, set up. Alex is in at 1,104. Cobra looking for bars, not going to wait. He's in at 1,139. Bangs down a Tetris immediately into 29. Here we go. 20. That was not a 26-piece drop. Another Tetris for Cobra there. He's got the 1.2. Alex just trying to survive right now. Not getting the best of pieces for it. Oh, this could be trouble. That T hangs, and Alex is done. Cobra's on the board. It's 2-1. Vamos, Cobra! Says Triple S. And he'll intentional top out at 1.4. Great game for Cobra. All right. Well, Alex with another chance to close it out, but now if Cobra wins, we go to a decider. Yeah, I agree. That was kind of a nutty score for level 33. We have a ready from Alex. Cobra, the principled Tetris player. We have both players ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 4, Cobra on the comeback trail. Can he force a decider? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I feel like in Division 1, if you're like past 29 or close to 29 and you have a decent score, I feel like Mullins aren't disrespectful. Let's keep in mind there's another factor to Mullins, and that is the fact that, you know, stats are kept track of. Fair median score is a thing. Oh my god, Cobra with a dirty Tetris! We'll get another one as well. I think if stats weren't a thing, then yeah, maybe Mullins are just kind of whatever, but either way, this one will not end in a sweep. Exactly, you know? Pretty close one early on here. Another Tetris for Cobra. There's one for Alex. A son of Tetris separate the players here in Game 4. Our final game of the night. $277 for Cobra, $259 for Alex. Alex looking for an Aki bar here. Doesn't find it, so just has to take the burn. Simul Tetris, players are piece for piece. Another Tetris. Both these players having a decent start to their season so far. Of course, Alex got the sweep over Hydrant to start his season off with 7 points. Cobra took a 3-1 victory over Winter, and he started with 6 points. Cobra with the Vits. We'll get the bar, and nice Vits. Golf clap. Tetris for Cobra. We've still got about a 20,000 point lead over Alex. Alex with a bad hang on the left. He needs a bar, and he will get the bar. So he'll get a couple Tetrises, and we'll go to work at trying to roof burn this sculpture he's got going on in columns 1 and 2. He gets it done. Oh, that didn't burn. But he does get that open. And just can't quite find the right pieces to get out of this. We're in a 20-piece drought. Namely, the long bar is what he's looking for. What is this? Both players getting into a bit of a spot with that 33-piece drought. Cobra set up dirty. And he'll get the dirty Tetris. Disgusting. 7 rows off the bottom. Alex, though, not to be outdone, he'll get one 5 rows up. These players pushing the efficiency. 587 for Cobra, 532 for Alex. A Tetris for Alex. Cobra's been burning. It is set up, but there's no bar. Oh, this is not good. This is right before 19. Alex is in at 581. Cobra is in trouble. Cobra is in a lot of trouble. 595 is the transition score. Gets that over. The J finds its mark. And Cobra will stay alive. Alex does take the lead by a Tetris, though. Crucial dig for Cobra that keeps him in this match. Lots of W's in chat for that dig. And with Alex in a dig now, Cobra will actually have the lead. Alex downs a Tetris there. It is a 4,000 pace lead for Cobra right now, neck and neck. Alex trying to get the right side open. Gets a Tetris. Goes bar dependent, but he's going to set up dirty. And he's not going to get the payout, at least not immediately. Set up again. There's the dirty Tetris. Cobra's digging too. Alex could take the lead back here. Nice triple there. But Alex is not going to get the lead back because there's no bar. Cobra will get a bar. And now it is Cobra's turn to be in the lead. Tetris for both players. A little bit of digging for Alex and Cobra here. Nice tuck. But Cobra not getting the bar for the payoff. Lead is down to 14,000, and if Alex gets a bar here, he's in the lead. He will get the bar. Less than a Tetris lead for Alex. This is back and forth here. We're on level 26. Max out's approaching. Cobra back in the lead. There's the max for Cobra. And another Tetris. Alex with the Tetris as well. Good adjustment on the bar. And we'll bang down the Tetris. He's got the max out. Alex with the bar dependency. He knows what to do. Plugs it immediately. Gonna try to get this down as Cobra is high up on the board. He only has... Oh, he could be safe with a bar, and he will get a Tetris. 1,116,000. 1,051,000 for Alex. Level 29. Alex is clean, but not set up. Oh, and Cobra is going to hang some pieces on the right. Alex, you're in a chase down. You need B. 25. A couple more burns is all he needs, and that is it. Alex, you got it done. Our reigning champion will take a 3-1 lead. Why did he go off the screen like that? I swear, he bounces around so much on his camera. Look at that Tetris as well. That square interrupting the perfect clear. Let's see what I can do with this. 1.3 on 25. It's another Tetris. He's going to go column 2. And there's the column 2, 1.4. Gets the well back over to the right. Another Tetris. Uh-oh. Couple hangs there. I think that's going to spell rip to the rollover. Might spell rip to this game if he doesn't get a bar, and that bar's not even going to do anything. He's going to be done at one... Hold on. Not done yet. Not done yet. 1,492,000. Alex takes it 3-1. Here's your winner. And here's your winner, Alex's backside. There he is, Alex. GG. He takes the dub. All right. I am exhausted. It's been a rough few days. But it's always good to get some Tetris in. Thank you all for being here today. Do we have anyone playing Tetris? Anyone at all? Man, I don't think we do. There's actually nobody in any of the Tetris categories. Well, that's kind of crazy. Well, in that case, I'm going to make the executive decision to raid some rando. What did I do? Oh, there it is. That's just like a doogie raid. This player, Fingerquick, is playing Tetris Effect Connected Classic mode, so, or at least was when I saw the thumbnail. I'm gonna say hi to them. Until next time, thanks for watching. See you, bye.